What's up, guys? This is Don.
You mean Dom?
It's Don, and you know
Dom.
that. Don with an N.
Don and Ron.
And today we're going to be doing a reaction video on Larry's, because I'm curious to see exactly if he's mad at me, you know, with what Weber pulled.
You drugged me over here to see this thing, so
I know I did.
let's see what it's all about.
Let's get into it, man.
All
Here
right.
we go.
I need beer, dude.
Alright, don't sound good.
You know, I get it. I get why you'd be pissed.
You get what?
Why would you be pissed? I mean, I live in this
No,
I get why you'd be pissed.
I mean, this.
Somebody, so regardless of who it was, somebody stole your smoke. So either way, you should be pissed.
What do you mean, regardless of who it was? It was obviously Dom.
Right there. He's always jumping to conclusions real fast, isn't he?
It was obviously Dom.
You know, like, all the time he's jumping to conclusions.
Well, you got it here. I mean,
First of all, it's not like a horror.
It has to be him.
You're still getting so worked up about it. Like, I feel like I feel like the Don makes sense though. Like, I don't know that I would have told you right away either, because you came at him right away saying you stole his smoker. Like, it's not like
He did go out. He did go off on me that night when that letter was there.
and at that point you didn't know what happened.
I had no idea what happened.
Right, so you were defensive.
Right, I was really defensive.
No,
I get
You're
it.
stuck in that rut.
But he could have easily just.
Wait, that's the night you peeled wheels out of there, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my god. Yeah, you were pretty ticked off.
I told you about it the next day, and then that's the night Weber showed up,
The
dude.
smoker, well, I think it makes 100% sense that Weber should.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever that he took it.
Yeah, because he feels like the.
How could you figure it doesn't make sense that Weber took it? Like, Weber took it. Commercial break.
Right. So he took it and he dumped it on you.
He took it and dumped it on me. That's exactly what happened.
And then he just disappears.
Yeah, where's Weber been? Have you guys seen Weber?
Nobody's seen Weber.
Nobody's seen Weber.
Weber's on a chill right now. So here's the thing, that after I had some time to think about it, right? I can understand why you would panic on bringing it right back. Because if Weber denied the whole thing, now here you are with the smoker, right? And you're bringing it back acting like, sorry, I messed up. And then you tell them like Weber gave it to you, they're not going to believe you, especially if he doesn't admit to it.
And I'm the guy that showed up. You know, so like, it's real easy to point fingers at me. It's too obvious. Like I've been telling you the whole time.
Yeah, now me, I'd have just taken it back. And if they said, you know, I was lying, I'd be like, hey, believe what you want, but here's your smoker. I had nothing to do with it. Weber dropped it off. But you're Don, and,
Yeah.
you know, it was just a bad decision.
Yeah, I mean, we all make bad decisions, and I think I should have told you about it at least, because then I feel like it would have been more, you know, believable that Weber brought it over.
I think I could have probably given you some good advice. You know how Bob is. Bob with advice.
Well, Bob was here, so I couldn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, keep it rolling.
And it was a four horsemen. Now there's five.
So you're saying that if Weber, because whoever, if it was Dom, he has to have done all this stuff to us. Right?
And that's another point too. Is yes, I've been a fan of Larry's Lounge for a while, but the first time I was ever in his house was the Crazed Fan video.
Right.
I mean, obviously, like pranking people as a thing.
I know, they're putting everything on you.
Yeah.
Sense to me is that
That's...
in Dom's defense.
And apparently,
that it doesn't
Weber's
make sense why
known
you gave me a new
as a
smoker
prankster.
worth way more money than my old smoker, other than if you're trying to push a product out on my channel.
Okay, we got to stop that right there. I've heard Larry say this, and I've actually, Emma told me a couple comments about us pushing smokers. We're going to clear that up right now. First of all, these are GMG, they're Green Mountain Grills, we are a distributor, but we can only sell local in our own area. So we're not shipping these across the US to anybody else. These are local. And
Larry's fans are worldwide.
exactly.
Australia, Canada, we can't sell our smokers there.
Right.
And I don't even think that since you've gone over to Larry's house that we've sold a smoker to anybody other than Joe's wife.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's not benefiting us to have our smokers there, other than the fact that people are seeing how cool they are.
Right, and it's obviously helping us promote the business, which is awesome. You know, we're getting our name out there, and we're small guys. That's, you know, we're local, and the only reason why we sell these is because they can only be sold local. You know,
Right.
if we were competing against Home Depot, we wouldn't be able to do it.
No,
So-
no big box stores.
All right, I'll continue.
But
That would be the only thing that makes sense,
yeah, it
right?
makes sense though.
But that would be the only thing that would.
Not really, but I guess maybe.
Why would it not?
Because he said, hey, look, I want to push out my product on your channel. Do you mind if I give you a smoker to use?
Right, I'm there just to be friends,
Yeah, right. Why would he?
honestly.
Well, he basically
And I think
kinda did
you're going to
that.
build a relationship with these guys if they let us continue to go on, because I don't know what's going to happen after
Right,
this.
and I turned him down. I said, just ball
You know?
on.
I mean, Larry's Lounge it's cool. He's got a lot of good videos, and he does cooking stuff and smoking stuff.
Exactly.
It makes sense for you to connect with those guys. But handing out free smokers, I don't know about that. That was a little pricey gift.
It was.
But why would I get a free one? So it kind of makes me feel better about the situation. I was like, man, I was wondering why you got a
Except for the fact
and the top of the line big dog. Stainless steel one too.
I think Joe's a little envious of Larry's new
stainless steel.
smoker.
it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense that it would be.
I felt bad about lying to you and you didn't know how to make it better. And
You
that's what
think
you got you panic.
You think what?
Now I remember the night that you told me about everything that was going on, and you really did feel bad.
I
And
did.
you sold me on giving him that smoker.
Yeah.
And I could tell you were upset.
Shady stuff, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's kind of cool here that Tom is kind of,
100%.
he's kind of agreeing, like, hey, it could be Weber, you know, like,
Right. Well, Tom's seen all this stuff happen.
exactly. He's been here from the beginning.
Right.
Don handled it perfectly because obviously I think that Don's kind of
See, that's what
awkward.
doesn't make any sense to me, Joe. It's like,
No, you know Don. He's kind of like nothing wrong with that. He's not the best of. He gets kind of awkward in certain situations.
I mean, he's definitely right that I get awkward in certain situations, but like the videos we normally do are instructional videos on GMGs, and we've been doing it for a while now. So like to film real life stuff, it's completely new to me.
And I can tell when you're around all those guys, they have their own thing going, and you're kind of stepping in the middle. It's intimidating.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody, if you went to the lounge, you'd be intimidated being around everybody. And I think that played into you being a little awkward in the beginning. But I feel like you're more comfortable there now.
It's getting a little more comfortable when I come in now because I know they're tracking me on the way there.
Except
I'm not
for
worried.
all this.
Right. This part of it,
And they've been hitting you hard.
Yeah.
Trackers, cameras.
right. I mean, if you guys are watching, what's up, guys? What's up?
I'm pretty sure there's nothing up there.
Nah, we've looked. But the tracker, I'm not sure about.
Right? So it's maybe 6 times.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Wait, what are they saying?
That's not my point. My point is that that's such a dishonest way to go about things. Like if you want to be friends with me or something like that, you tell me the truth. You tell me that why is this coming out now? Why didn't it come out then?
Because I think
Only because
He's got a
I
good
panicked.
point.
I
I
panicked.
know you did, but Larry's absolutely right. You should have just told him right in the beginning.
Right.
You definitely messed that
I
up.
buried myself further and further in a
You
lie
did.
that it was at the house. You know, it was here.
That's a life lesson right there.
It is.
And it's the deeper you get in a lie, it just makes it worse. It
does.
And even in the beginning, if you just gave it back to him and he was mad at you, eventually they would probably figure out that it really was Weber.
We're doing challenges here. We're having a great time. He needs to lose all of that by saying, "Hey, look, I think
Absolutely, and I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I had a really good time that night that we went over there when
Right,
they
and
pranked me.
I want to be able to do that again.
I do, and I was kind of. That's why I was so mad at you for not telling me and hiding it, because I felt like it was going to ruin everything that we've worked on with them.
People panic. It's like somebody getting an accident leaving the scene. It's not right because people do it because they panic. They don't know what to do.
Just in this situation, you panic.
But once you make that first decision,
I'll tell you what,
it's almost like
Joe's going to bat for you.
He is.
Thinking that you took it. He didn't want to tell
And
them that
in the beginning, when he wasn't sure who did it, he was throwing it all over the place. But now that he knows Weber did it, he understands that because a lot of things have happened to him from Weber, so it makes sense. I mean, the pieces are all coming together now.
Exactly.
Go away. Like, out of sight, out of mind type of deal.
And I know that he is not a real big fan of Weber. They're always like kind of like this.
Oh, yeah.
But
honestly, at this point, you almost like I feel like you kind of were over the whole smoker thing. Like, it was kind of like at where we're at right now. You were kind of almost
I
past
wasn't
it.
even thinking about it.
Right. So I think
I had to bring it up. It was eating me alive. I mean, there's
you had a
just
horrible time.
Yeah, you can't sit on something like
No.
that long.
Since we met the guy.
they might have let it go at that point, but me, my subconscious was like, yo, you gotta tell him something. You gotta show him something.
You know, but the thing is that now, I don't trust this dude now. How can I?
Why do you not take your smoker?
That's
He
what,
just handled the
that's
situation
what he's
wrong.
saying, that he didn't take it.
Larry's got a
To me,
point.
It could be, it's either him or it is Weber.
You got to earn trust, man,
Exactly.
and that right there is
Or were you behind this whole
you lose
thing?
trust in somebody.
Hold on.
And that's
See, now
kinda-
Larry's blaming Joe.
Next, dude.
Well, why? All of a sudden you're defending him an awful lot.
So if I was defending Weber, then that made you feel better?
I think Larry's torn
Why did you talk about this?
because this wasn't even like a prank. This was his smoker got stolen. Pranks are one thing, but this is like somebody actually took something that he cared about, and it's been gone a long time.
Right.
So I get it, man. He's torn, and he was throwing blame on everybody, and now he really don't know who he can trust.
Stuff to you.
That's what you say. I don't see that.
I did have
But
to.
guess what? When you don't see something, and you have to, so I have a prejudice towards Weber. I do. It was ingrained in me for over a year. You expect me to back him up right off the bat? Yeah.
Okay, well, is it the possibility that these guys have been in cahoots all along? They've always been working. Maybe they're the ones.
You
that
working
took
with Weber?
I'm not working with
they
Weber.
Took our car.
It's 100%.
Maybe they've been in the cahoots.
It's 100%
It has to be
possible.
what we know that it
Somebody
has
took
But I
his
could see-
car.
I
I
could
didn't know
see
somebody
where-
took his car.
because
Yeah, I think
I've
they
heard
did.
about some of the other things that have happened, but
How did they get there?
I didn't know his car was taken. That's a messed up prank too.
It is.
I don't know. I just don't think that he took the smoker. You're getting too deep. Right now, I'm trying to focus on who took the smoker.
You got like sucked into this void. You
I got-
got pulled into this
I got-
whole thing.
They definitely put me into it. I mean,
Yeah,
not
you got-
they, but Weber did.
Right.
But let me ask you a question. What if he didn't take it?
I didn't take it.
Was you mad at Don? If you found out for a fact that Don, Weber said, just say Weber admitted it.
Right.
Which would be the right thing to do.
Right.
Apologize to Don.
And hopefully he does.
So you're
But that was my whole thing is, what if Weber never admitted it, and then you have it?
So tell me arguing the fact that.
Well, I am irritated that he didn't come clean about that he had.
Right, but what I'm trying to explain is.
Yeah, but I'm the new guy. How am I just going to be like, oh,
So I just want to understand where you're coming from.
your smoker's at my house? I don't know.
It just dawned on me. How do you know that Don isn't trying to push Weber out?
I'm not.
No, I don't.
And he's setting this whole thing up to make Weber look bad right now.
I don't know.
Honestly, that's way too complicated for you to figure
really
out.
is.
You're right.
It's like a diabolical plan.
Yeah.
Don's like sitting at home.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm going to just jump Weber out
Pinky,
of the
what should we do tonight? Plan on stealing Larry's smoker. And then we would hold on to it for weeks and weeks and weeks and throw blame here and there. And then just give it back to him.
Either Don, it's either Weber,
Or it's both of them.
or it's both of
But
them.
look, here's a good
It's
thing.
not the master plan.
Man, next time just give it back. Look at all this drama it's caused.
Next time, there won't be a next time.
Yeah, but you had no control over him just bringing that thing here and dropping it and leaving.
No, you're right. You're right.
I feel like that. I don't know.
I wish you had it on camera. Like, how perfect would that have been?
That would have been good.
Right. That's great news.
But
you got Bob backing you up.
Yeah.
We got Bob.
Or Don, and it's so it's either Don and Weber or Weber and a friend. Weber's involved no matter what.
Weber and who?
Exactly. If Weber is not connected with him, Weber has somebody else that he's working with.
He's got to be working with somebody.
I'm just saying.
Weber has
How
to be
heavy
working with
is it?
somebody.
Is it
I
like a
didn't even try
two-man
lifting
job?
it. I didn't try lifting it.
Oh.
Really.
Well, I'm just saying that who would work with Weber? Well,
Who would
it
work with
probably be
Weber?
you.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Are you working with Weber?
I don't know Weber.
This guy right here.
I know Joe's not working with Weber.
Absolutely.
I know
not.
Joe's not working with
I
Weber.
think that might have been the end of it.
Is Kevin
Yeah, that's it.
is Kevin connected with Weber?
Kevin is connected with Weber. He brought him there to the lounge.
I just don't see Kevin doing something like this.
I know.
It's not like a Kevin thing. Kevin's just like a nice guy.
Speaking of Kevin.
But you lied to me, so I mean, anything could be possible, right?
Yeah. Did you see the video where Kevin said that he knew your dad or his mom knew your dad?
I did. I did.
And is it true?
It was a little off.
It was a little off. So why don't you explain that real quick before we wrap it up?
So my dad was 17, not my uncle. My dad was 17 years old. His brother was 24. His brother's friend was in intelligence in the military, and he was young too. But back then, you joined the military at a very early age. So this guy was like really smart and had like knew, I don't know, intelligence stuff. But he flew planes. He learned in the military and he flew planes. So they decided to rent a plane, single engine Cessna, and they flew from New Jersey and they flew down to Florida. And then they hopped over to Bimini Island because my grandparents had friends that lived in Bimini. And they were flying with them side by side in their planes. And then my uncle and this guy, his name was Vernon Beck, they flew back to Florida, landed in Vero Beach. They were seen there, and apparently there were some storms coming. And Vero Beach is right on the coast of Florida by the Bermuda Triangle. So they fueled up, and apparently they were having issues with their compass. And they were trying to mess with it and get it working. Back then, you didn't have, like, displays in your airplane. You were using, like, very rudimentary gauges and stuff.
Right, like analog gauges.
Right. So they hopped in the plane, and this Air Force pilot was there, and he seen what they were doing, and he said, "There's bad storms coming. You guys should hold over the night." And my uncle was like, "I got to get back. I got to get to work on Monday." They were in a rush, and they got in the plane, and they flew back, and that was it. They never found the plane. They never found them. There was never any radio communications or anything. They just disappeared.
Wow.
So because the other guy, Vernon Beck, was in intelligence in the military, they actually did like a legit search. They were flying planes over the ocean. They were flying planes over land. They didn't find anything.
Wow.
They were just gone like that. And that was back in 1969.
And nothing ever since?
Nothing since then.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
So I actually have a picture of them flying next to my grandparents' friends in the airplane, and you can see them in the plane looking out like waving, and that was the last known photograph of them.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That is insane.
So one of the theories is that their compass went berserk. They ended up flying out over the ocean in the Bermuda Triangle and just disappeared.
Wow. Wow.
But they really don't know.
That's
And
insane.
I mean, I had looked at everything, and the Everglades are right there, and they had to fly over the Everglades. So they're huge. They could have crashed in the Everglades and sank and never found that either. So
Exactly.
nuts. But yeah,
nuts.
Kevin's mom grew up, I think, a block away from where my dad grew up, and they knew each other.
In Laurel Springs?
And they were friends in Laurel Springs, yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Kevin and
And
me
you were
both
kind of connected.
have a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this video up, but if anybody is still sticking around, I know this is a longer one than we normally do. I'm thinking if we pick somebody in the comment section to give away a free shirt, to, shoot us a DM on Twitter.
Yeah, we said we were going to do that before, so let's do it this time.
We're going to give away a free shirt. So if anybody hanging around still watching this, DM us on Twitter. Make sure you comment, hit that bell, notification bell, and thank you from Dr. Smoke.
See you guys later.